Perfect. Perfect. Welcome to Dirty Fanatics United.
What's up, Dirty Birds? It's your boys, Dirty Fanatics United, coming at you live, not on a Friday, but on a Tuesday night, ready to talk some Falcon football. If you're tuning in for the first time, hit that like button, leave a subscribe. Be sure to leave a comment if you want to talk Falcon football. Got a kid in the background here. Leia, go, baby. Go. Falcon fans, hit that like button, leave a comment. We're talking Falcon football. As always, I'm your host, Chase. My boy Cody to the left, or my right, your left. And at the bottom of your screen, that boy, a.k.a. Avitz, Mr. Philip Sapp, in the podcast, ready to talk some Falcon football. Falcon fans, how we doing? Comment to us in the comment section. Cody, what's been going on, brother?
Oh, not much, man. Just getting through the work week. It's, we're almost halfway through it, so not much other than working, but we're getting through it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are almost at hump day.
Yes, sir.
I get excited when it's hump day because it's 2 days away, and usually by now I know if I'm working the weekend, and I haven't heard anything about weekend work. So, guys, we are ready for Friday. Philip, what's going on, man? It's been Friday since we last talked, really Saturday at the brother's house. Philip had a little family get-together. Philip, what's been going on, bro?
Other than going to the Braves game this past Sunday, I believe it was. Yeah. Other than that,
Braves guy in the house.
it was a fun experience. It was my first ever Braves game. So shout out to my boy Caleb for inviting me.
Yes, sir.
Didn't turn out how we wanted it, but it is what it is. But it was a fun little experience.
It's the fact that you marked something off your bucket list.
I got
real quick before we get to in the show, man. I got to give a shout out to my boy Brandon Keeler. His daughter has officially made her appearance to the earth here. Shout out to you, Brandon. Prayers for your little girl and your wife. Hope everything turns out good. Recovery for the mom and everything like that. But shout out to Brandon Keeler, man. I know it's exciting times over there where you're at right now, sir. So shout out to you. Philip, Cody, not really much has came out about these Atlanta Falcons. But we wanted to come on our new show night, Tuesday nights. We will be live Fridays, but Tuesday is the new time slot here for DFU. So check in with us every Tuesday, talking Falcon football. Cody's gave us some really amazing topics to talk about tonight. But before we get into it, roll call. Let's get to the roll call here in the comment section. Jakin Likes Banking says, "What's up, everybody?" Jakin, what's going on, brother? Glad to see you. Hit that like button. Cassie Keeler in the chat, she said, "Rise up, dirty boys." Cody, you already know. My boy Brandon said, "Ladies and gent, my daughter is here." He said, "Cody, your newest cousin is here, bro." And then he says, "Thank you, bro." Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Brandon. Once again, congratulations. Won't be long. I'll be introducing my second here. So very excited for that day to come. So I know the feeling that you're having right now, bro. Philip, Cody, it's time to Falcon football, baby. Real quick, Moms is in the chat. Happy Tuesday. Rise up, Moms. Falcon fans, your topics for tonight here on DFU is not very exciting, but it is something that I personally think is exciting because I hope to make a couple of these home games, and the Falcons are just going crazy with the give-outs this year, guys. I don't know if you looked at it, but Cody has supplied it here in the group chat, and I'm excited, man. I mean, that's some pretty cool merch to get. You already buy tickets that are outrageous, and I feel like they're going to get even higher now that you have a Kirk Cousins at quarterback. But to get back from the stadium is always a cool thing to have. Cody, this is your subject, brother. So why don't you start it off with the week 1 giveaway at the Benz?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I would say it's always exciting to see the Falcons, doing giveaways. That's always been one of my things is like, I wish football did what, baseball does, every time you go in, because you spend all that money, and it's like, man, I wish, like the Falcons have actually been real good about giving away flags and stuff like that. So that's awesome. So week 1 is obviously, the game theme for that week is kickoff. I don't know what the giveaway is just yet. I'm sure it's going to be the new flag for the year that they let you take in, so I'm excited to see what they've come up with. I've got, from the last 3 seasons that they've done it hanging up on, my ceilings up here.
Week 1 giveaway is flag.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to another flag to add to the Falcon Cave.
Man, Flag Day at the Bins, week 1. Be there or be square, baby. I'm going to try my best to be there, Dirty Birds. I got to see these Falcons. Week 1 opener has been a tradition for this guy since I've been old enough to drive to Atlanta pretty much as an adult. So definitely week 1 is the game that I got to make this year. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Maybe we'll be here August 27th or 24th. So very close to home opener. I'm going to try my best to be in the Bins with you, Dirty Birds. Shout out to my guy. It's Caleb in the chat said, "What's up, fellas?" Caleb, shout out to you. Phillips already gave his shout outs for you, brothers. Shout out to that. I appreciate you taking a little bit to upgrade. Falcon fans, we have some more giveaway news here for you about the Atlanta Falcons. Doing it big week 3, Philip. Arthur Blank obviously going down into the Ring of Honor, and the Falcons give away a commemorative cup and a flag. So you know it would be a fire cup with Arthur Blank on it. Probably a flag with like an Arthur Blank, not slogan, but an Arthur Blank memorabilia, I guess you could say. But it'd be very cool. Week 3 in the Bins, you get to see Arthur Blank, into the Ring of Honor. Not many people can say they watched their head coach or their owner, owner, go into the Ring of Honor, which is pretty dope thing to see. Philip, week 3 in the Bins, man, is that a game you're trying to make, or maybe what game are you really keyed on right now?
I would like to go. I will say that, but my main focus is the October 3rd game. That's the one I'm excited about that one. So, it's always a good time when Matt's in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Matt,
no disrespect to Arthur Blank, though. That's a legend for sure.
Yes, sir. Speaking of Matt Ryan, week 5, you go up against, I believe it's a division opponent.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. So the fans are going to be rowdy. Matty Ice is going to be in the building. It's going to be a lit experience to be at the Bins week 5 cheering on your Atlanta Falcons. Philip Cody, the giveaway for that week is something that's going to be hanging right there on that wall if I can make it to the game. Week 5, they give away a Matt Ryan poster. It's going to have the stats like the Roddy Watts poster here from the Ring of Honor. It's going to have all the stats of Matty Ice's career. So get ready for a lot of digits, especially in that touchdown column. Cody, week 5, Matty Ice in the Bins. He goes down into the Ring of Honor. You're there as a fan, a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan, able to see your favorite quarterback, possibly of your lifetime, be inducted into the Ring of Honor. Cody, what does that mean as a fan, bro?
Yeah, no, it's going to be it's just a huge honor to even get to be in there when he gets to go in. Cause like you said, Matt Ryan is going to go down for me anyways, as my favorite Falcon of all time. What he brought to this franchise after the whole Michael Vick thing, what he elevated us to where he took us was a pleasure to watch for 14 seasons, man. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you how much appreciation that I have for Matt Ryan. It's definitely somebody that, even though I don't play professional football, but the way that he carries him, he carried himself, I try to model at my place of work, putting in the time, putting in the work, having the dedication. He was just a great role model growing up, watching for me. So I'll definitely be there. I've got my big old Matt Ryan flag that I'm going to be taking. Definitely that poster is either going to be back here or on my Matt Ryan wall. It's going to be in the Falcon Cave somewhere.
Yes, sir.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that one, and it's going to be even better when we stomp the Bucs doing it, because Matt Ryan loved beating the Bucs.
Yes, he did. Son, throwing bombs on them freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. I can remember, Philip. It was a while back. I don't know if you remember this, but the church brought in a preacher. This is when Brother Jeremy was back at the church. But they brought in a preacher that was a diehard Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. And I remember as a kid, this is how diehard I was. I'm sitting here talking NFL football with at least a 25-year-old at the young age. And I remember him telling me that when the Falcons came into town and when they had to go to Atlanta, it was just the fact that Matt Ryan is your quarterback. And you have to think about that going into these divisional opponent teams. And I think personally this is why you did it on a Tampa Bay game or a divisional opponent game, because Matty Ice really owned the NFC South when he was here in the NFL. Yes, no knock to my guy Drew Brees, because most up respect to Drew Brees, he's never been disrespectful to Atlanta. I would say between him and Matty Ice, the NFC South has seen some of the best quarterbacks.
The best two quarterbacks
the
in this division.
No doubt. No doubt. Going on with the giveaway week 4, the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think this is pretty dope. We're going to give away a T-shirt, which will probably be pink with a falcon on it. That's pretty dope, man.
Kind of like this.
Yeah, with the salute to the service. So, I mean, you know it's going to be fire. Headed over to the comment section. Got a comment here from Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. He said, "What's going on? Good evening, guys. Are we ready for some football? Let's go. Hit that like button, man. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Glad to have you in the chat. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. Check them out on YouTube, man. We are definitely ready for some Falcon football. I mean, who else is sitting on a podcast on a Tuesday night? Preseason hasn't started, but all we can talk about is Falcons. That's what we breathe and love. So yes, man, we are ready for some Falcon football. Absolutely. So we went through the week 1, the week 3, the week 5, which is to me the best one. But then week 7, the Falcons are doing it again, guys. Week 7 is the alumni game. So I'm sure at halftime you're going to see Wart Dunn, you're going to see Mike Vick, Roddy White, Matty Ice. All these people, Terrence Mathis, all these people they bring out to the bins at halftime to give you ticket buyers something to be appreciative of. Even if your team doesn't go out in the field and win, the team's winning. I mean, they're really giving back to the community, and I think it's a cool thing. Cody, Phillip, your thoughts about the Falcons, even the way through week 1, week 3, week 5, and week 7, doing something special for the fans. Cody, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, it's definitely neat that they're doing this, coming up with a game theme every week and doing a giveaway. Obviously week 5 is the one that I'm looking most forward to, but week 4 is going to be special, especially because I had 2 members of my family survive breast cancer, my grandmother and my aunt. So I mean, it's just huge to see, the Falcons, and they do it every year, but it's going to be special. I'll probably write their names on that shirt and either send it to them or whatever I'll wind up doing. But definitely looking forward to that. Definitely working to see what they've got. What are they doing for Alumni Week? I think so. They'll probably just bring out players. I don't think they're giving anything away that week.
Giveaway that week.
But the giveaway is that you get to see the Matt Ryans, the Tony Gonzalez's, guys come back into the building, and there's nothing better than seeing a lot of these older players come back in and pump you up, because man, do they still know how to bring it.
Yes, sir. Phillip, your thoughts about the Atlanta Falcons this year? It seems like they're really trying to win that Stadium of the Year again. Last year, or the fan interaction of the year.
We had top 10.
Yeah, top 10 in that. The Falcons are ranking the numbers, and the team's going to be ranking the numbers this year. But your thoughts on the Falcons, man, bringing in the alumni, week 7, getting to see the players that were what you watched from a baby growing up to what you are now.
It just feels like they're trying to give us something back, to all the support. We haven't had the best in the building the past couple of years, but they're trying to bring back more to us. They're trying to give back to us, and that's what's
to the faithful.
Yeah, exactly. So the more they give, the more we're gonna show out for them. And the more we show out, the more they're gonna keep giving. It's just it's a mutual thing there. So it just seems like whether it's Blank or Raheem, they're just trying to do more for us, like we should have deserved the past couple of years. Because these people, I won't say names, but Smith didn't care about the fans really. He just kept giving us the same old. But it seems like they're really truly caring now, and it's as a fan, it's great to see. You're going to see players like we used to watch this from, like you said, a child to now. It is. It's just great, man.
Yep, 100%. I agree with both you and Cody. Solid points here from my co-host, man. Hit that like button. Phillip, you brought up the name Smith, and it made me think about a post I seen today on Facebook. Somebody said, how in the hell did Arthur Smith go out and get an offensive coordinator job the next year after the horrible season he had with his team as being head coach / offensive coordinator here in Atlanta? And one of the comments said, well, he still won 7 games with a Marcus Mariota and a Desmond Ridder. I want to say that proves my point. You had the team, you just didn't have the coaching. Okay, you had a team that bailed out a coach and still won 7 games with a non-starting quarterback in the NFL. I had to get that out. Philip, you brought that to me, and I was like, this just brings my point to a whole nother conclusion. The Atlanta Falcons are winning double-digit games this year. They will be NFC South divisional leaders, and they will be in the playoffs, man. It is going to be a fun time here in Atlanta. Cody, Philip, could you agree, or am I just a diehard Falcon fan that's blind?
This isn't, the trophy they're going to be holding, but they will be holding an NFC trophy. They will be holding an NFC championship trophy.
I mean, this was runner-up, so I mean, in the All-Stars, this was runner-up.
We'll hold up a trophy, and we'll be holding it up high.
Well, yes, I got something for you guys that I found pretty interesting. So if you look at the Vegas odds, the Falcons are minus 750, I think is what – I'm not a big gambler, so I'm not really sure. So the Falcons are actually a minus 750. If you put $100 on it, you get $750 back. That Vegas is saying that there's an outside shot that not only do we win the NFC South, that we're the number 1 seed in the NFC, not the South. But they're saying because of our schedule and then getting Kirk Cousins is
Cody,
giving us that
outside
shot.
Cody, I got to hit the soundboard.
Bad.
That sounds funny.
So,
hey, man, Cody, we talked about it on the podcast, bro. Yeah. All these, it was Bleacher Report first. It was Bleacher Report first. Dark horse, the Atlanta Falcons. And then I see it on Peter Strunsky or whatever his name is on the Day Show. I see him talking about it, and he's like, these Atlanta Falcons, they're the guys. I'm telling you, they're going to the playoffs, and they may just be back in the Super Bowl. The same guy that caught it 2016. So I don't know, man. Maybe the Atlanta Falcons are finally getting some hype around the quarterback situation and Kirk Cousins. Maybe they finally see that Bijan is him, Tyler Algier, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. We're about to get to another subject here, which brings up Drake London and Kyle Pitts. But Cody, Philip, does the Falcons really have a chance to make a deep run this year?
I think they absolutely, yeah. They absolutely.
It's not just me saying this from the past 6-7 years. Yeah, I truly believe it, though. I keep saying it every year. Yeah, we got a chance, but I really mean it, though. I really truly believe we got a chance.
Yeah,
that's just
Cody.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. We've got a chance to take it deep into the playoffs and get it back into the Super Bowl. We fixed the biggest problem that we had, and that was our quarterback position. And we keep bringing in these guys. We're talking about bringing back speedsters. You get Grady Jarrett back. You get all these things back, and then you upgrade the most important position in all of sports. I don't care what anybody says. The quarterback spot is the most important position of all sports. It's probably the hardest, and it's definitely the most important. And we upgraded that with the quarterback. I don't know if y'all saw the list that I sent you that Kirk Cousins in the top 100 was ranked, I think, like 95 or something like that, somewhere in the 90s.
Which is way too high.
Which was way too low. Which was way too low for me. But I get it. He only played half a season with the injury. Crazy. But I guarantee you, had he finished out the season and finished where he was projected, he's easily top 10, top 15. So we've got that quarterback. If you look at who's playing in the NFL right now, Kirk Cousins is easily a top 5, 10 quarterback. Wherever you want to put him, I'm going to put him top 5. I don't think that there's 4 guys better than Kirk. So since we addressed that issue, there is no reason that this team can't make that run deep. And, again, I'm not a big Vegas guy. I'm not a big bettor on sports or anything like that. But typically Vegas knows what they're talking about. And so when you see the Falcons, I think we're favored in 13 of our 17 games. I think the only games that we're not favored in is Kansas City, Philadelphia, and there may be 2 more. I can't remember. I can't think of which ones that would be.
I got it backwards because we always do good against the good teams.
Yeah,
we do terrible against the really sucky teams.
That's about it. But
Cody no brings great points there, man. I mean, you talk about Drake London, Kyle Pitts, 2 guys that you're gonna see at the wide receiver position. Kyle Pitts no longer lining up as only a tight end, but we'll finally see him in a receiver package, man. To me, that's what makes me believe that this team could take the next step. I had some worries at receiver 2. A lot of people were telling me I'm tripping, dude. Rondell Moore, what's his name, Mooney. These guys are going to be phenomenal here in Atlanta. But then I see the news about Kyle Pitts being out at receiver, I'm like, dude, we got a chance. We got a big body. We got another big body in Drake London that's been training his ass off. I don't know if you've seen him running the treadmill, but Drake London is in the weight room putting on some work, baby, trying to get faster, trying to make that 40 time quicker. Falcons had a lot of complaining about not having route separation, but when you're Drake London, you can go over the top and grab the ball. I mean, who really needs route separation? I mean, look at him against the Texans. Look at him against the Bucks from last year. I mean, Drake London is him. I don't know who doesn't know this, but if you listen to the podcast, Drake London is him. Headed over to the comment section real quick. My guy, Crew Jones in the chat said, love the Falcons, love watching y'all and hearing y'all talk about them dirty birds. Can't wait to cop me some DFU merch and rep it like a big stuffer. And hopefully catch a game with y'all one day. Y'all like and subscribe for my boys. Shout out to my guy, Crew Jones, man. Much love. Hit that like button and head over to bonfire.com. Type in DFU and the merch is in the cart, baby. Just hit the button and you'll see the prices, the sizes. DFU will be changing, distributors very soon. But for now, bonfire.com. Check them out. Wallace Smith in the chat said, what's going on, fellas? What's good? Wallace Smith always in the chat. Hit that like button, baby. We talking Falcon football. Wallace says, but that's how it goes sometimes. You're a position coach like an OC or a DC that fails in their first stint as a head coach, but you're still good at what they do as an OC or a DC. I could agree. Then that's why maybe that he did get the Steelers job here, for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I still believe the team bailed him out this season and last season.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It kind of falls. I kind of go agree with you because really all he was just a running machine in Tennessee. Got bailed out.
You ran the ball every play after halftime. Yes, it worked. But if you didn't have Tyler Algier, it wouldn't have worked.
He got bailed out in Tennessee with Derrick Henry, and I didn't forgot what's his name, the quarterback at the time. He just ain't in it. But I kind of agree with what you gotta say on that.
Yeah, but that brings me to my next point. Enough of Arthur Smith, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I made a post today, and I'm gonna pull up the comments here. Let me pull it up. I made a post in DFU, and a lot of people interacted within a short time. So shout out to everybody that left a comment on the podcast channel on Facebook groups. Just type in Dirty Fanatics United if you haven't already, and follow us, man. I mean, it's free, bro. Hit the follow button. I mean, we're a diehard Falcon group. You're a Falcon fan if you're still watching now at 22 minutes. So head over to Facebook, man. Dirty Fanatics United. Everybody post what they post, Falcon content in the comments. We chat about it. And one of today's topics was, who do you think has the most yardage, receiving yards this year for the Atlanta Falcons? Drake London or Kyle Pitts? The comment section went stupid and said, let's see. We got a bunch here, man. The wife with the first comment says, Drake, Icy London, baby. Philip Crawford says, London. Sade, my girl Sade says, London. Noble Duncan, my boy Noble. Shout out to Noble Duncan, man. A diehard Falcon fan says, London. Brandon Keeler said, London, although Pitts won't be far behind. Pitts lining up at that receiver position. Nando Barrington said, London, 1,200 yards. Pitts, 950. Guys, we are lighting the skies. We are lighting it up. My guy Errol Skander in the chat said probably Drake, but Kyle won't be far behind. And then Sean Campbell, shout out to Sean Campbell, another diehard Falcon fan, said Drake. My guy Tony Lee said Drake. Drew Bree Harper said, I think Drake, but Pitts is due for a very, very, very big year. Shout out to everybody that participated in the chat. Obviously, everybody went Drake London. Cody, Philip, do you agree? And if so, why? And then we'll rotate back to me, and I'll give my reason of who I think.
I'm going to have to say Drake as well. I've been saying it for a while now, but it's not no knocking down on Kyle Pitts, though. Pitts is still going to come out here and do his thing. We all know that. He's got something eager. He's hungry. But I'm going with Drake just because, we've seen what he's done, same way with Pitts. But, even with the bad QB play, he's just a pure dog. He's raw with it, man. It's just like them couple plays against Tampa. He just overthrown, but he went out and went over the line just to, get it, man. He just, it's just certain things like that, the catches.
I'll be right back, like that. Continue on, Cody. Rotate next to you.
But, just certain things like that. So it's what's got me pulling towards Drake. But as everybody said, Pitts won't be far behind. And to be honest, And maybe Pitts is the one that's, I'll go above and beyond. We'll have to see, though.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Philip. I was going to say I think Drake London will definitely have more yards than Kyle Pitts, but only because really not only because Drake London is wide receiver 1, but Kyle Pitts is also going to be lined up in that tight end position a lot of times too. So I definitely think that London will have a big year. He'll definitely probably outperform Kyle in yardage, but I wouldn't be surprised to see their touchdowns be, or at least be closer than their yards. I think Kyle will wind up, with about 800-900 yards receiving, and you'll probably see Drake in that 1,002, 1,003, receiving. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Kyle Pitts have more touchdowns than Drake this year. Whether because goal line and you've got him lined up in that tight end position. He's tall. He's got that great vertical. Throw it up to him. So, like I say, I definitely think that Drake winds up with more receiving yards than Kyle, but their production is going to, I think, will be kind of balanced as far as touchdowns and yards as far as it goes. But I mean, there's so much speed on this team, and from everything that I've seen as far as our wide receiver group goes, everybody's got great hands. Can really catch the ball. I know some of the guys have a little bit of separation, issues. But again, I think that's where your quarterback, Kirk Cousins, comes in with that great accuracy. So, he's going to put it on him like a Matt Ryan would, to where maybe the separation issues don't matter as much. But, yeah, definitely agree with you, Philip, that Drake winds up with more yardage because he is wide receiver 1. He is going to be lined up only at that wide receiver spot, and Pitts will have to play that tight end, position probably more often than wide receiver. So I think that'll be the difference. But like I was telling Philip, Chase, I think that even though Drake will have more yards, I bet their touchdowns will be similar in, that 9 to 10 touchdown area for both of them.
Love to hear it, man. Sorry, guys. I am back. Appreciate y'all to keep this thing rolling, man. Much love to my co-host, man. I got the best co-host in the world, if you don't already know. So shout out to my guys, Cody and Philip. But I would agree with you guys, and it's not a knock on Kyle Pitts like both you and Cody said, Philip. I feel like it's Drake London because Drake London has already shown he can take the top off when it comes to this team. As far as, his quarterbacks and all of who he's played with, I'm going to try to pull up Drake's London stats since being in the NFL. Sorry if you hear a screaming kid in the background. My son is just pitching a fit. That's why I had to get off the camera. But screen sharing here, Drake London stats since he's been in the league. 2023, 69 receptions, 905 receiving yards. That's last year, guys. Last year with a Drake London, a Tyler Heineke flip-flopping with a 13.1 average, a 45 as his longest, 2 touchdowns. Not the great numbers in touchdowns, but, guys, we had some tremendous struggles when it came to the red zone. 2022, 72 receptions, 866 yards, 12.0 average, 40 was his longest, and he had 4 touchdowns as a rookie. Guys, you see the numbers climbing here. They're right at the 1,000 mark. 866 a rookie, 905 as a second-year player. Guys, Drake London's ceiling is high, and I think it's even higher now that you have a Kirk Cousins here with the team. You're going to see Drake London take the top off. You're going to see Kyle Pitts in the red zone racking up those touchdowns. So, yes, I agree with both you guys. Drake London will have more receiving yards, but Kyle Pitts will be putting up touchdowns this year on his contract season. Obviously had the injury the year before, nagging injury last year, was not fully healed. Kyle Pitts says he finally feels like a rookie again in this new offensive scheme.
Dangerous.
So ready to see what happens with Kyle Pitts, man. It's going to be very, very exciting times in Atlanta.
I will say, as I do say London's going to have the more yards, I do feel like Pitts will have the more touchdowns. I feel like he'll have the most touchdowns.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic in the chat said, I think Cousins/Pitts will set a new standard for us. Ball out. 100%, man. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. My guy Wallace Smith said, I think them moving Pitts all over the formation, it's possible that Pitts could be the leader with them putting him against the best mixed match on the field. This is why you're going to see Kyle Pitts out at the receiver position, see Kyle Pitts in the slot position, going against linebackers, going against cornerback twos. I mean, he's going one-on-one with A.J. Terrell for the past 2 seasons and this training camp. So Drake London, Kyle Pitts, both, I believe, ball out in this new air raid system with Zach Robinson. Falcon fans, if you're watching Falcon content like Dirty Fanatics United, hit that like button, leave a comment, and please hit that subscribe. We're at 408 subscribers, man. The goal to 1K continues, man. Get us to 500 before week 1, and we are going to do something amazing here on the channel. Speaking of doing something amazing for the channel, we've been doing some work, guys. We've been putting in the work, man. We got Mike Johnson. Shout out to my guy Cody for doing that. We got Miss Pam making her first appearance Friday, which is exciting news here because guess what? Miss Pam may be your next co-host here for Dirty Fanatics United, man. So it's going to be fun times coming here. And guess who else may make their first appearance on DFU Friday? No other than the man, John Abraham, joins Dirty Fanatics United. Been in chats with the guy. Friday seems like the date. It isn't 100% sure. This Friday. It isn't 100% sure, but from now I'm being told to possibly expect John Abraham Friday at 8 on Dirty Fanatics United. Falcon fans, you are going to want to be there for this episode, man. I'm telling you, this is episode 77, so we're doing it big for episode 78. No matter if John doesn't make it next Friday or if it's the next or this Friday, whatever it may be, hit that like button, man. We're bringing Miss Pam in the chat. So shout out to Miss Pam for coming through for Dirty Fanatics United. And if Miss Pam doesn't pan out and want to be the co-host, we got a whole list of guys. We got a whole list of people that want to be a part of Dirty Fanatics United. So shout out to everybody that hit my messenger after the post on Facebook. Check us out on TikTok, man. We bring Falcon content on TikTok, shorts, whether that's a video edit by Philip, whether it's me chatting about some Falcons or it's Cody bringing you some stat lines. We're going to have some content coming at you this season, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it may be, man. Check out Dirty Fanatics United. Cody, Philip, that brings us to our next topic. My guy Cody with another banger. Let me pull it up here in the group chat. I believe Cody, it was the top 5 moments that we expect could happen this year. Was that what it was?
So top 5 best scenarios for the Falcons this year and top 5 worst case scenarios this year.
Okay. I'll start it off and then we'll go to Cody. Sound good to y'all?
Sounds good.
We'll start with the top 5 good first, and then we'll go bad after our top 5. All right. I think Drake London is a top 3 receiver before the year's over with. That's my one good topic that I think that could happen in 2024. Cody, we'll rotate to you, and then we'll just keep it going in a cycle.
Absolutely. Say my number 1 top scenario for the Falcons is Kirk Cousins wins MVP of the league, has 3,500 plus yards and 30 plus touchdowns.
Love to hear it. Shout out to Sean Campbell in the chat. So let's go Falcons. I'm expecting a playoff team this season. No more mediocrity. Hashtag rise up. Rise up, Sean. Can't wait to see you at the stadium, man. We got a link this year. Get some picks for the channel. I'm trying to meet every content, viewer of Dirty Fanatics United to just come and take pictures, man, because we're going to throw a big collage of the season at the end of the season here for DFU, just to show what all we've done throughout the year. So please, Sean, let's link up this year, man. Wallace, you too, everybody that's tuning in to DFU, man, let's link this season. Philip, top 5 most epic things could happen here for the Falcons this year.
I'm going to say one for me is going to be Grady Jarrett bouncing back on this season, having a dominant season and winning Comeback Player of the Year and becoming the first ever Atlanta Falcon ever to win Comeback Player of the Year.
Damn, boy, Philip just brought it going, man. He just spit it out on the table. Shout out to Philip.
So shout out to my boy Grady, man. He gonna do this thing.
My second top for what could happen here for the Atlanta Falcons this year. Number 2 on my list. Bijan and Tyler Algier both hit 1K this year. Both hit 1K this year. That's my hot take. That's crazy if they both hit 1K this year, bro. We're running through some defenses. Cody, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Roka Ro shows out and winds up with 8+ sacks.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it, man. The rookie sensation, the one you traded up for number 2 behind Grady Jarrett, same college, already got the chemistry. Cody, great hot pick, bro. Philip, number 2.
So we're going on best scenarios, right? Top 5 scenarios. All right. Man, it's tough, but I'm gonna say we're gonna win. We're gonna win the division. That's easy.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna move on to the playoffs. We're gonna be NFC champions and head to the Super Bowl.
That's a hot take, Phil. That's a very, very hot take, boy. That's a big one. Falcons in the Super Bowl? Man, that would be crazy to see.
We're gonna get that first. We're gonna get that first championship.
It's been since 2016, man. It is time to make that appearance. And
first year head coach.
What it would mean.
Raheem was there when it first happened. He's gonna be here. I believe it's been
6 games or 6 seasons since the Falcons have made the postseason. So to see the Falcons, man, back in the postseason and take it all the way.
Same scenario back in 2016.
Yeah.
Hey, again, why not us?
Why not us, damn it? We're putting it on a T-shirt. Shout out to Raheem Morris. Walter Smith said, I think Kirk is going to have over 4,500 yards passing and 35 touchdowns. Love to hear it. That's definitely MVP numbers. Cody, maybe your hot take is definitely going to happen. My number 3 for hot takes, man. Number 3. This is where it gets kind of rough because you done named off some dynamic hot takes here. I'm going to say, let's see. This is tough, guys. This is tough. This is a good topic, Cody. I say the Arnold Ebiketie, the doctor, the sack master, finally makes his contract season in a new Jimmy Lake scheme. Finally getting to the quarterback. No more just pressure. We're getting to the quarterback, baby. AK finally makes his contract year, and he makes it doing big moves on the football field. Cody, hot take number 3, babe.
Hot take number 3 for me, Younghoe Koo doesn't miss a single extra point or field goal all year long.
Sheesh.
Perfect on the season.
Hit me with it, baby.
My boy Clark Phillips, he is not only just going to take CB2, but he is going to be the leading interception player on, like, just leading interceptions on our team. I'm gonna give him about 10 on the year, man.
Badass.
My dog's gonna eat.
Soundboard's going stupid over here. Clark Phillips leading the Atlanta Falcons with the most interceptions. Philip, he had great numbers in college, 8 to 9 interceptions at senior year in college. Ball hawk he was. That's why I don't understand the hate on Clark Phillips at cornerback too, man. Why not? The guy's got heart. He's made the NFL. You drafted him for a reason. Find out what you got on that roster. My hot take, number 4. Coming in at number 4. The Caleb McGarry haters are no longer haters. Caleb McGarry does his role fantastically. You see it with a new quarterback. He's able to get the ball out in 3 seconds. You don't have to block all day, which Caleb McGarry had to do all season. So I say Caleb McGarry will shut the haters up. Cody, hot take number 4.
Hot take number 4 is going to be Caden Ellis will lead the team in tackles and in forced fumbles.
I was going to say that.
I love it, dude, because Caden Ellis is a fan favorite for me. I love Caden Ellis, man. I didn't like the team he came from, but what I seen, what that kid did in New Orleans was crazy, dude. And he brought that same style of play here to Atlanta with his former DC in New Orleans, Ryan Nielsen. So definitely cool to see Caden Ellis. If he could be the leading tackler, other than, even another one that could fill that role, Cody, DeMarco Hellams, a guy from Alabama, the one that led the Alabama in the most tackles in the SEC, DeMarco Hellams. Philip, hot take number 4, baby.
Man. It's not really I feel like it ain't a hot take, but we all know our boy Bijan is just a shifty man. He's just a shifty man. He can do all kinds of things. He is going to be the offensive player of the year. Call me crazy. He does all kinds of sorts of things. We seen it last year. He's gonna be year 2. He's gonna do it.
We are bringing you some live content here on a Tuesday night. Hot takes that could happen for the Atlanta Falcons, man. Leave a like, leave a comment of your top 5 hot take that could happen for these Atlanta Falcons this year. My number 5 coming in on the list. Number 5, Darnell Mooney shocks the league, and he's back at 800 yards receiving. He's a definite number 2 receiver. You've seen it with Justin Fields. Then they got the guy, forget his name, DJ Moore. They grab DJ Moore. He becomes a second-string receiver, still putting up 600 yards. I think Darnell Mooney secures that receiver 2 spot, and there's no doubts that you extend him. You have your receiver 2 and receiver 1 for a very, very long time. Cody, topic, hot take number 5.
All right, this is a big one right here. Week 14, Kirk Cousins is on the bench because the Falcons have wrapped up the NFC South, the number 1 seed in the NFC, and we get the debut of Michael Penix Jr., who goes out and wins his first NFL football game.
Dude, that would be.
And Philip Sapp pulls out the do-rag and wears it that day. Dang.
Philip with the do-rag, man. You heard it here on DFU. Philip, hot take number 5.
Brother, we're not only just going to win the NFC South, but we're going to sweep a 6-0 over every opponent in this division. I don't care. You can argue with a wall, your mama, it don't matter. We are 6-0-ing everybody. It don't matter.
Love it. Another hot take on here from Wallace Smith said, I think AJ will get 4 picks in his contract year. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. 4 picks, I'll take it, baby, all day. Just give me 2 or 3. I'm happy. AJ will be a Falcon for life, man. Falcon fans, I have no doubt about it. You're going to re-sign AJ Terrell. Even if he gets 0 interceptions, the pressure this guy brings to his matchups on cornerback. He graded number 1, PFF graded most physical cornerback in the NFL. AJ Terrell's a stud, man. And if you haven't figured that out yet, I don't know what you're watching. But AJ Terrell is him. They don't call him AJ Allen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? AJ Allen is him. Cody, obviously you made the topic. So you started off, brother. Number 1, what'd you say, the top 5 worst scenarios that could happen this year? Okay.
So number 1 for my worst case scenario, Kirk Cousins struggles against Kansas City, and we get fans calling for Michael Penix week 3.
Man, this is hard.
That can happen, Cody. You never know what could happen in this league. Philip, you got one?
I don't know. I'm kind of biased. I can't talk bad about it.
I got one. And it is that this is a tough one to say, but I'm going to say it. Zach Robinson does not succeed at his first coaching job as an offensive coordinator.
Yep.
It's very, very likely to happen. He could come in here and light the league on fire. And I hope he does, because I'm rooting for Zach Robinson and the scheme that he brings. We'll see what he did in LA. But it's very possible here in the NFL. It's a tough job. It's a tough job to be an OC. A first-year OC is that. Your quarterback, your receiver, you have a new quarterback. You brought in new receivers. We've got to learn this playbook, and we've got to learn it great, because chemistry is a big thing when it comes to these receiver timing. Philip, top 5 worst scenarios that could happen this season.
We seen our defense start last year was a top 10 defense. It's possible the defensive changes, defensive coordinator. We may not see that this year. They may, like you said, same with the offense. Defense may struggle a little bit. Mm-hmm. Don't know. It's possible, but maybe not. You know what I mean? That's my number 1.
100%. Cody, I can't think of 5 worst scenarios, so we'll do 5 on the channel. We'll all give 1 on the channel. That'll be, 6 scenarios?
Yeah, I got one more. I'll say number 2 would be Grady Jarrett has issues working through his injury.
That's where I was going with the next one,
I would
Cody.
say that's the only I don't think he will, but I mean, it was a big injury, so like I said, I don't think he's going to struggle, but that is definitely worst case scenario. He struggles through getting back through his injury.
100%. Cody with another one, good one. Philip,
I could say about the same. I mean, I hope it ain't. Hope it don't happen, but could. Same thing with Kirk Cousins as well. It's something tough. It's coming down the leg. Moving around. You don't know. So maybe I'm praying it don't happen, but it's a possibility. So.
Another scenario that could be pretty bad this season. We've seen little glimpses of it last year, and it kind of worried me a little. I'm not going to lie. It worried me a good bit. It had me frustrated as a fan, because you went so many years of doing good things. Koo shits the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened last season. I don't know if these guys just weren't playing for Arthur Smith and they were just missing shit to miss shit, but Koo missed a good bit of field goals last year, critical field goals when it came to these games. So that could be a hot, my worst, top 5 scenario, what could happen for these Atlanta Falcons this year. you lose the great kicker that you've had for 3 years, and you started seeing glimpses of it last year. Cody, Phillip, could you agree, or am I being too hard on Coop?
No, I would say you're right. There's a few field goals. Like I've got my Younghoe Koo jersey hanging up in my closet, so I'm a huge Younghoe Koo fan. But there were some times where he missed field goals that you 100% expect him to make, and he missed. I think there was at least three that I can think of that were just really bad, and you're like, that's going to cost us, and it did, or it helped cost us.
I got another one. We've seen it plenty of times where we just have the lead, obviously, and then we just can't finish out the games.
Yeah,
that's and it's tough to see.
Maybe that's not you struggled. You thought you was gonna fix that when you got rid of your old coach and you bring in Arthur Smith, and then
he done the same thing.
Seen it. And then Mariota. I mean, with Mariota in the preseason, man, week 1 against the Saints, and we were in the bins.
Week 1.
Dude, I was recording videos. I thought the game was over. We're up 2 touchdowns. I told them
to go back to their swamp, bro, and they just come back.
We're in the stands talking major shit, and the Atlanta Falcons seem to give the game away, and me and Phillip just received the most god-awfulest fucking shit talk on the way out of the bins. Falcons, we cannot do this.
Simpsons meme where he goes back into the bush, that was me.
Oh, man, that was the worst feeling I could say. Well, Smith says worst case scenario we go 8-9 in Raheem Morris's first year. I'm cool with that. Honestly, if we can win 8 games in his first year, that's more than Arthur Smith won for us. So ever. So I'm cool with that. God. 8-9. I mean, you're getting closer. You're getting closer to the double digits. Cody, I really don't have another one, bro. Unless you have another. I mean, we could think about worst scenarios. I would say, let's see. I got one for you. Let's see. Let's see. Zach Harrison takes a regression or digression, and you don't see what you've seen his rookie season. He lost that mentor in Calais Campbell. Let's not hope that not re-signing Calais Campbell hurts us, but I wanted to see him re-sign. Obviously, that was probably a Calais Campbell situation, a Calais Campbell idea. Phillip, what you got on the breaking news over there?
What's the topic? Things around the league. League. Michael Gallup has retired from the NFL.
Sheesh. Did not see that coming.
I just hopped on Facebook and randomly seen it.
Did not see that coming. Cody, did we take that by surprise on our new topic here at DFU around the league?
I didn't hear what was it?
Michael Gallup retires from the NFL.
Raiders wide receiver.
I wouldn't have expected that, but no, I would say that's a Cowboy problem. I would say.
Yeah.
That's
Phillip, did he get traded?
He was with the Raiders.
So he got traded.
Oh, that's right. He got traded to the
Raiders. Picked him up, and you know why that is? And I'll tell you why that is they do not have a quarterback. Who is throwing the footballs in LA or Las Vegas?
Oh,
because Jimmy G, is he still there?
No,
it's what's his name? The one that played with ain't it Gardner Minshew? Is it not?
Okay, it's Gardner Minshew and the guy that was leading the Raiders at the end of the season, I believe. Artem McCullough or whatever his name was.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I know.
Falcon fans, aren't you glad we don't have that situation this year? No more Eddie Goldman retiring. He's still officially with the team, going into training camp. Didn't make it this far.
Best case scenario. For best
case scenario, Eddie Goldman shows out this year. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I got one more for the worst case. Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, and Moore don't click.
Shit. That could be a bad one.
Especially after Kirk was the one that wanted him.
Yeah, McConnell. That's right. I said McClure. McConnell is the Raiders quarterback. That's why you see receivers, retiring. They don't want to play for that team. They possibly can't get a trade because it's a contract clause. So they retire and they take a year off and they come back next year.
Best news. I do have another best case scenario. Not a lot of it. Who's the one from the 49ers? The wide receiver.
Oh no, my bad.
The one that everybody.
Ayuk.
Oh yeah, Brandon
Ayuk.
Apparently, the Falcons is his number one landing spot right now.
I've seen that.
I've seen a lot of that actually, and not just like rumors on the internet, like ESPN and stuff like that. And the good news is I know right now the cap is kind of full, but they said if we can restructure like a Lindstrom and I think it was Lindstrom and somebody else that they could restructure and then sign Brandon Ayuk and then extend him, that the money would work out. So best case scenario.
I'm also seeing rumors, Cody. That was a good one that you brought up. Another rumor that I've been seeing go around the Twitter world and Facebook is Falcons are shopping Taylor Heineke. Maybe Michael Penix is really turning heads
Logan
like this,
Woodside.
and we don't see no need.
Logan Woodside could be your third QB.
Logan's not even on the roster. They have some other kid that's on the roster. I don't remember his name, but I've heard he's turned heads at training
I've heard
camp.
he's looking really good. I can't remember his name, but I've heard he's looking really sharp.
Wait,
So if
Logan Woodside got picked up too, if I'm not correct.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I think he did.
So if you're going in the season, if you trade Taylor Heineke away and you go and get a defensive person, like they're saying he's being shot for a defensive lineman or a cornerback, a vet, maybe to fill that, that shallow secondary of depth that you have on this roster, I'm cool with it. That means Michael Penix Jr. is panning out. I read an article today where it says Michael Penix Jr. was the smartest move the Atlanta Falcons could have made in the NFL draft. Speaking on the future of what Michael Penix could be, what this offense has already got built around a young quarterback taking over in 2 to 3 years. That is, if Kirk gives us winning seasons here in Atlanta, as I expect him to do, as a lot of Falcon fans expect Kirk Cousins to do. So, Falcon fans, it's going to be a fun year this year for these Atlanta Falcons, man. Cody brought us some amazing topics this year, on this show, my bad, not year, this show tonight. Our first Tuesday night show, man. This is a new time slot for DFU, man. So check us out on Tuesdays and Friday nights. And, of course, Sunday afternoons when the season kicks off. We will be on here breaking down play for play, win or lose. DFU's coming at you with some positive content. We're going to be a little upset if it's on an L, but we're still going to do the show. Real quick, a quick word from our sponsor.
Do it now, or I'll hunt you down. Smash like.
Not the sponsor.
Where did you find that?
Okay, one more for best case scenario.
Yep.
DFU shows up to open practice at the Benz August 2nd. We get lit and we get more player interviews.
Man,
they're at the Benz.
What? That would be dope, dude. I ran into Algie Crumpler at a Falcon game in the bathroom. So anything is possible, man.
Yes, sir.
Anything is possible when it comes to this podcast. Wallace Smith said, I told y'all about Paddock last week about being our third quarterback. Well, there it is. Paddock, third-string quarterback. I don't usually remember the third-string quarterback. Sorry, but that's not a name that I really, think about when I think about the Atlanta Falcons. And with Kirk Cousins, and then you got Michael Penix Jr. It's like third-string. What is he on the roster for? One of them got to go take a shit break? I don't really know. I don't know what's going on there.
But the only reason we knew him the past 2 years is because we've had to know him. We had to see if we could have a slim chance of somebody else coming in.
It's a new thing they passed where you can bring in a third-string quarterback. Back in the past, people were getting both quarterbacks hurt, and they were bringing in kickers to play quarterback and receivers to fill that role. So that's why now you're available to bring in that third-string quarterback. But I do not see Paddock hitting the field.
Worst case scenario, Young Wei Koo has to step up and play quarterback.
Good God. That would be – or Paddock has to take the field in week 5.
That's right.
Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Falcon fans, you were listening to Dirty Fanatics United. It has been a 53-minute live show here on a Tuesday night. Hit that like button, leave a subscribe. We are live Friday night with a possible John Abraham experience on Dirty Fanatics United, talking Falcon football. If John Abraham's here, people, we're not talking only Falcons football. We're giving a full interview here for you on Dirty Fanatics United. John Abraham, number 55, the legend, the Sackmaster, John Abraham, possibly here Friday night for DFU's live show, man. Hit that like button, leave a comment. Cody, Phillip, it has been a banger here tonight, guys. Glad we could come on tonight and talk Falcon football. Shout outs for tonight.
Man, y'all already know, boy. It's been a blessed week. Blessed start already. I am blessed with shout out to the man upstairs. Always blessing me, always taking care of me. You know what I mean? And that's not even me genuinely playing around. That's just me being honest. You know what I mean? So shout out to him, bro. Shout out to y'all for being here as always, man. Shout out to the Braves. I will be there we'll be back in 2 weeks. Shout out to Ozzy Albies, my favorite player. Fractured his hand, won't be there the next game I'm there. He's out 8 weeks, so shout out to him. Hope he gets to a speedy recovery for his hand. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. always a blessing hearing everybody's opinions, especially like with topics tonight. It's always fun.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the team, man. Let's go ahead and let's run this season, baby. Let's just do it.
Rise up, man. Rise
y'all know,
up.
baby.
Falcons
Rise up with it,
first live practice in the bins, August the 2nd. I've already took off work. We are in Atlanta with it, baby. Dirty Fanatics United, bringing you live content from the Depot backyard, man. Don't miss it. We are live August the 2nd, bringing you Falcon content. Cody, shout outs for tonight, brother.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody that watches, keeps liking, interacting with us. If you're new to the channel, keep subscribing, guys. We're looking, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to keep pushing Falcon content, man. We all love our Falcons, and we're going to keep bringing that. As long as y'all keep watching, we're going to keep bringing you Falcon content. I'm excited. Shout out to you, Chase. I mean, sure. John Abraham. I mean, I tried for 2 weeks to get the dude to answer. You got him. So super excited about that. Again, I'm going to have to keep the inner fan down and remember that we're doing a professional podcast here with John. But so, shout out to you guys for coming on, doing this on a Tuesday night. Love talking about Falcon football. Definitely looking forward to the rest of the week, family coming in. So it's going to be a good week all the way around. Family coming in, John Abraham, Miss Pam, coming in, sure. Hopefully, so I'm excited for this week, but rise up, guys.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all the live viewers tonight, man. We greatly appreciate y'all. Hit that like button on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, even Twitch now. Hit that like button, man. Get our subscriptions up. Get us out in the algorithm, man. You don't know how much it helps here for the channel. And go to Bonfire. Buy you some DF merch, man. Meet us up. Take some pictures. We live this year. August the 2nd, we are at the bins. So if you want to link up, man, hit the messenger. We link up. We'll get an interview, whatever it is. We're going to bring you Falcon content, baby. Hit that like button, leave a subscribe. Shout out to my co-host, Cody and Phillip, man. I couldn't do it without you guys. A great show in the books. Episode 77, right at 100, boys. We almost there. Episode 100 is going to be lit, man. We doing giveaways, etc. Episode 100 is going to be a banger, man. Be here for it. Hit that like button, man. Once again, shout out to each and everybody that tuned in tonight. Much love. A-Town down. Rise up. We out.
Sir,